Since it was established in 1971, OSHA has focused on protecting workers from silica dust. On June 23, 2016, they released an updated standard that set a new permissible exposure limit of only 50 micrograms of silica dust per cubic meter over an 8-hour period. That's half the previous limit for general industry and maritime, and 5 times lower for the construction industry. This drastic change in standards has raised many questions about compliance and worker safety. The new OSHA standard provides very specific guidelines to protect workers from silica dust. First of all employers must provide medical exams and create a written exposure control plan. This plan identifies high-risk tasks and provides proper training, engineering controls, and protection methods to reduce silica dust. Employers in most industries must also periodically assess the air that workers breathe at work sites to determine their level of exposure. If the level gets too high, they must take corrective action. Construction companies, however, can get a special exception by following a specific set of engineering controls identified as Table 1 in the new standard. If construction companies fully and properly implement the controls in Table 1, they are under no further obligation to conduct exposure assessments. OSHA suggests using substitute materials when possible that do not contain silica, or using wet methods like wet cutting and drilling to keep down the dust. Ventilation and dust containment systems help control the amount of respirable silica dust in certain indoor work areas. And dust can actually be collected at the source using local exhaust ventilation systems, LEVs, and industrial vacuums with HEPA filters. LEVs attach directly to tools like concrete grinders and cutoff saws and suck the dust directly into the vacuum. The HEPA filters in the vacuum trap 99.97% of all particles down to 0.3 microns. When dust cannot be eliminated, personal protective equipment, PPEs, like respirators can be used. Compressed air, dry brushing, and dry sweeping are all prohibited under the new standards. Those methods simply blow silica dust into the air, making the situation even more dangerous. The only approved housekeeping methods are wet cleaning, using water for cleanup to prevent dust from becoming airborne, and high-quality vacuums. These vacuums must meet strict filter requirements for OSHA to consider them suitable and safe for silica dust collection. The new rule went into effect on June 23, 2016. However, compliance dates will roll out over the next 5 years. And those dates vary by industry, starting as early as June 2017. The threat of silica dust is very real, and OSHA is serious about reducing the risk for workers. Visit osha.gov/silica for all the details on compliance and step-by-step requirements. To learn more about compliant vacuum systems, visit www.nilfiskindustrialvacuums.com.